In this election time, you need honest analysis, so please donate to keep this show on the air, because you aren't going to get that from those people in journalism who are paid by the Prime Minister's office. This is the book, The Making of Pierre Poilievre. It's titled Ripper. Robin Bredin is an educator and a thoughtful guy and a politician. He's a studied politician, and he has read it. We talked earlier with the fact that the title means something. He's a ripper. But is there anything in that book where somebody would read the book, as you did, and say, well, this guy isn't all that bad, and there's a positive thing going on?
Poilievre, a decent man, not at all frightening. Now he's had the wind taken from his sails.
Because Justin retired.
Justin retired.
Okay.
It was going to be an easy hit in the corner, go on to majority territory. Now the Liberals are even talking majority. A lot of the people at Bell Media, I don't think they know shit from shaving cream. They're saying Liberal majority, but this is...
They want a Liberal majority. They're paid a fortune.
But they're wasting ammo on Poilievre. Like Scott Reed hit the other day, called him a dink 5 times. It's as uncivilized.
Actually, you know, a number of people would call Scott Reed that 10 times. Go ahead.
I would call him a dick. Anyway, he introduced working families, working parents, when over the $25 a week thing. I can tell you, with kids in diapers, that was money well used on diapers, not beer and Skittles, Scott Reed. So Skittles to you. Ann Kershaw got it best in the Globe and Mail, said that Carney's going to ride a wave into office on the anti-orange-haired Godzilla wave, you know, like he's stomping out of New York Harbor.
So, I mean, is there any way that Poilievre, in your view, in the next 2 weeks, can absolve himself of the Trump hit?
There's an issue because there's a crescent of Liberal vote from Nepean. They've just dumped Mr. Chandra. They played dirty, some of these people, the nouveau Liberals. They got rid of poor Chandra. But there's a crescent of voters. They've got Madame Joly's riding in Montreal. They're setting our foreign policy from that riding, which is wickedness itself, or inappropriate anyway.
No, but you know, you and I can talk a lot about wicked Liberals and about the terrible tactics and the terrible government we've had for the last 10 years. Are Canadians, do you think, willing to absolve them of that because they like Poilievre less than they like Carney?
The ladies in Toronto particularly find Mark Carney safe. They love his resume. Many women strive to get MBAs, PhD. I put 5 years of my back into it. It caused the fall of my first marriage, and I was living in my car for 5 years after that.
It's a good experience.
So it was a good experience. What doesn't kill you make you stronger. That's either Nietzsche or Katy Perry, I think, or Kelly Clarkson.
I think Nietzsche did it first.
Yes, I think he did. But the problem with the Liberal Party of Canada, in my view, is that it's suffocating. You can't speak free. And I'll take the text here as Mark 12:34. And after that, no one dared to question him. The problem with Carney is no one dares question him. And I thought the ladies in London, major respect to Stephanie, I think, from the Globe and Mail, and to Rosemary from CBC. I haven't had a TV in 30 years. Major respect to them. And of course, he arrogantly said point final. He didn't even pronounce it properly. He's not interested in Quebec.
Bottom line, Prime Minister Carney for the next 5 years?
Minority. I called for a minority. When Justin fell, I said it's going to be Liberal minority. I got the person wrong, but Mark Carney's come out of this English fog.
Robin, I am out of time, or I'm going to be in a fog.
He's got a killer resume.
He
and
does.
This book is an absolute ripper. You've never seen this on live TV. This is not Hulk Hogan. It's an absolute ripper.
Over 3 minutes of that. Thanks very much. To those of you who have subscribed and donated, a heartfelt thank you. You're keeping us on the air. If you're watching and you haven't, please try to do so, because 4 years ago we started this show because there needed to be independent analysis. Now more than ever, with the Online Harms Act, once that gets into law, it's been passed once by the House, there are going to be hundreds of bureaucrats censoring the news in Canada, censoring this show. We need to keep it on the air. Thanks for your support.